Fellow Ambazonians, greetings to every one of you in the home front and in the diaspora. What a wonderful day, a great day that the Lord has made that we may rejoice and be in it. Welcome to the program, The Awareness, here on Ambazonian State Radio and Television. Today, Monday the 20th of October, in the year of our Lord 2025. What a great pleasure to know that you are doing well out there in the home. I hear you. Glad to know that you are out there, and we promise you a very wonderful show today. I pray that you let your neighbor know that the Ambazonian State Radio and Television program Awareness is on the air now, and so we wait for you to join us as we begin the program today. And so you are welcome to the program. Every one of you watching us in the home front, let me use the opportunity to thank our or to thank all the Ambazonian freedom fighters that I know by now are calculating and just planning to hold the ground tight in the weeks and months ahead and not take over your country from the hand of La Republic of Cameroon that has been intruding into our land, have come in and siphoned our resources for all these 60 years. In our program today, we'll be having a lot to talk about that. But before that program begins, let me bring you my monologue. My monologue today is entitled The Power of Choice and Decision Making. The power of choice and decision making. Life is a journey shaped with choices that we make on a daily basis. Every great destiny is built on the choices that each person make and the decisions that they take. From the beginning of creation, God gave man the power and the gift and the power to make choice or to make decisions on their own. The divine ability to allow us to decide our destiny and what direction we take is one of the most ultimate things that God gave man. Therefore, choice making and decision making in life is what can make you or what can destroy you. Is what can make a nation or what can destroy that nation. God will not choose for you. You will have to be guided to choose for yourself. The pathway you take in life depends on the choices that you make on a daily basis, whether spiritually, morally, physically, or politically. It will all depend on the choices that you make on a daily basis. As a guide scripture, let me read all the scripture here. Deuteronomy 30 and verse 16, verse 19, it says, I call heaven and earth to bear records this day against you, that I, the Lord, has given you the power. I have laid before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that thou and thy household may live. I take that scripture again for clarity. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessings and cursing. Choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Dearly beloved, 3 points as to what decision making can bring to you. Number 1, God created with the power of choice. When God placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, He gave them the freedom to choose what they want for their life. He gave them the freedom to choose what they want for their life. And the Lord God commanded man and said, thou canst eat of every tree in the garden, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. Genesis and verse 16 and 17. This decision was left in the hands of man, what they would choose, whether to eat the tree of life or not. Dearly beloved, in the light of the life that you and I live on a daily basis, you are given the choice by God to choose what you want and to make the decisions that you think will be right for you. As we speak, La République du Cameroon just completed their elections. The choice of what the people will make after elections are read on the 23rd of October is left for the people. If you choose to accept the fraud, it is your choice. If you choose to not accept the fraud, it is your choice. Second, power of choice and decision making. Your choice will determine your destiny. Your choice will determine your destiny. Or your choice and the decision you make will determine your destiny tomorrow. Every destiny is dependent on the decisions and the choices that the individual make. Adam and Eve had chosen to disobey God and to eat of the fruit that God not to eat, and the end was a disaster. You can choose what you want for your life, but just know that for every decision you make, there's a consequence. La République du Cameroon, this is a caution to you. For every decision you make, there is a consequence. If you make a decision to accept their fraud election, there is a consequence. If you make a decision not to accept their fraud elections, it's a consequence. But to you, the people of Ambazonia, the people of Southern Cameroon, I will say choose life. I will not leave you in a limbo. I will recommend to you, choose life. What does it mean to choose life to the people of Ambazonia? You did not vote for any president. There were no elections in the land of Southern Cameroons. Therefore, whether they are going on the street to riot against their election fraud or not to, Ambazonians, stay at home and enjoy peace for a while. You have been in a turmoil of confusion and war so long, 9 years and counting. I think time has come for you to choose to be still and see the great salvation which the Lord shall deliver you. And my last point, wrong decisions have dying consequences. Wrong choices or wrong decisions you make have dying consequences. Choice carry consequences. Whether good or bad, it is based on what decision you make. When Lord choose the fertile ground against that which Abraham, his brother, had chosen, he never knew that the land of Sodom and Gomorrah was going to become a land of turmoil. But because he had chosen it, the Bible says Abraham chose the other part and went to. Wise decisions will make you become victorious. They can be wise decisions that will be very to make. But that if you dare to make those wise decisions, you will enjoy the end of it all. And so, fellow Ambazonians, without mixing words, the decision that will be read 23rd of December of October by the La Republic government, you have nothing to do with those decisions because you did not go out to vote for any elections. Therefore, let the people that went out to vote be the ones to clamor whether the elections were rigged or not, whether the elections were frauded upon or not, based on what will be read. Fellow Ambazonians, choose life and make the decision to stay home and not go on your streets to riot, whether the decisions of the elections come in their favor or not. This brings me to the end of my short monologue. But if you want to forget anything, don't forget the fact that every decision you make in life determines your destiny. If La Republicans decide to accept their fraud election results, it will determine destiny. If they decide to stand against their fraud election results, it will determine their destiny. Good or bad, there will be a destiny to be determined after those elections will be read, and the decision will be in the hands of those citizens of La Republic. Thank you, studio. I'm done with my monologue. If my team is ready and are in the studio, you can bring them now to join me as we dialogue and discuss about what we have in the program today. Thank you, studio. Thank you, Mandoroti. It's always a delight and a pleasure to have you in the house every Monday on the program The Awareness. And War Child, always a pleasure that you are always on all possible programs that you can be on. On the programs, Story Time, you are there to keep the people of Ambazonia educated about what we Southern Cameroonians must stand for. Let me start with ladies before gentlemen, as Mandoroti, you greet our people in Southern Cameroon and around the world. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Pastor Victor. Good to see you, Comrade Warchild. Thank you for the great job that you are doing educating our people. Fellow Ambazonians, it's another Monday, our rendezvous day. It's always a pleasure for me to come out on awareness because my passion is making Ambazonians aware of where we are and where we are going. I want to greet especially the defenders of the land. I know I'm very impressed with the way you guys are coming together, reasoning together for a common good, collaborating with each other for the common good of Ambazonia. I greet the civilians for your resilience, for understanding what is right for you, and not letting any intruder, not letting any thief come into your home and just destroy your life. I greet the refugees, I greet the prisoners. God is on the throne, and truth will prevail. Truth will prevail. Freedom, genuine freedom, is coming. We'll talk some more. Over to you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you so much, Mandoroti. I could barely hear you there. I do not know whether is it my internet that is very lagging or is it from our station, but I don't know if you guys are hearing me very well. Watcher, you are welcome to the
Yeah,
program,
we
The
are hearing.
Awareness. Greet the people of South Africa. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor. Thank you, Pastor Victor and Ma Dorothy, our lady in the house, always as usual. I like say I don't come meet una today. I go broken from my own way as Ambazonians they don't understand because we mostly talk now for the people for home front and if you hear me for home front, we don't come Pastor Victor back this way there for we for honest for the program awareness. More we make on a more and know. So we'll continue for educate ourselves for this program, for make and say more understand, and Matt Dorothy don't always be for we, for push things on forward. So would you enjoy this moment? As I will push and go forward for our people, actually, I like some talk where you become forward before we go. The talk where we use some say the problem of choice. So you see, say for 43 years plus another 20, we don't put them inside this one. You said I'll put that 43 years plus another 20 for each. I'll talk to the one at 63 years. If you come for this problem of choice, we get choice. Bazonia and get choice. And now, at that time, we will get choice. If we want to talk now for neighbor them, we will enter for talk
Wow.
with own neighbor as time reach. But for on now, as we don't make with choice. We stand for our own side. We stand for one side for the boundary because we get with boundary, we get for overside Mongo, they did for the other side for east side where Janga Dede, we did for this side we call we say Ambas Bay. So we there for this side. The people where they there for Metazam, they there for that side, we still there for one side. So we don't really make a choice. La Republic, as what way they happen for them, now we never would like me and get peace among themselves, and we like me and respect their position. They get peace because we want peaceful neighbor made them be with we. Because we don't make decision. Our people don't make their decision for all this number of years. From their reign for power for 43 years, we know so we don't stand. So we don't really make a decision for stand. So we'll be in two neighbors. So now for La Republic for make that choice. The one there with the same old broken pot, or the one come out for inside that pot there for corner see. But there is one thing I know for La Republic, they be used to one channel for television. The one continue to watch that one channel for television. Sadly, they get not just that one channel where you don't see be there, but they get a new option where it don't come for them for decide for which side way they want go. The one be for peaceful neighbor, or the one be North Korea and South Korea. Anyone ambassador there inside. So, Pastor, and I hand them back for you as I will prepare my book for Come Powerful. Anyway, I will continue. It seems Pastor not to get me so that before stage of it pick when it don't be for the proper way, then it
Wow.
can because probably
This
it
is
back.
crazy.
All right. Probably you get internet issue. So it not be the best for the day, but if you get my lips, it be over to you. Okay, I will continue. Now we stand for the situation where when I get them, Ambazonians, when I get them, we just get some internet small issue there with the internet. So when Pastor B on a position or moderated them be, then I will hand the mic, but man continue at this point. So we get this position where we get with neighbor La Republic. They don't go election. That election, na choice. We get na choice for be for their own side. What say for this particular moment, we Ambazonians want be free. So no distraction. Cheruma coming inside Ambazonia at this particular moment. Now what to me they call them say distraction. Distraction. If we don't focus, our original purpose or original stand will stand now. Now for stand for the better side for system, may Ambazonia free. May Ambazonia be able to follow its own scheme for education. May Ambazonia follow its own path for the medical, the healthcare where they want them. May Ambassador follow their own side for exploit their raw material. May Ambassador follow their own side for tar their roads. May Ambassador follow their own side for their own create their own jobs, employment, build their own nations. So now that part will stand. So anything concerning La Republic at this material moment, now distraction, because we will come to see when this their election will take place. How many Ambazonians they will go inside this election? For the LGS, how many will go inside? For the counties, how many will go inside? So we'll discover, say, very few ambassadors will vote for each and every county where they go inside now, or for any district, for that electoral body or now for the polling stations where they inside Ambazonia. How many Ambazonians will appear for this place? Don't forget, so we'll get La Republic. We'll get La Republic among us. So that day, now then we come outside mightily for go vote. So more will see how it is. But if Pastor don't come back, I will give you back the mic. So let me see if he talks before I will come back inside. Over to you, Pastor.
Well, thank you, Watchai, for commenting a little bit on my monologue there, because Sometimes I try to pass a small message through the monologue to our people. And the message we're trying to pass to our people is that we already made a decision 9 years ago that we are a free nation. It's left for the Republic now to choose whether to make their own decision now that they will not accept this kind of chieftaincy that is happening in the Republic that is rotating within one person. So it's left for them. But we are going to kickstart our program as we go into looking at some of the things that are happening. We are told La Republic have not yet released its election results, but we know bodies that are on the ground, and I think those are some of the bodies through which Chiroma works with. I was listening to one analyst the other day, and then he had some devices given to every representative of their different polling stations that tallies in all the results that are gotten immediately. Am I still being heard? Like I'm frozen here. Madhurati, let me
Yes,
know if I'm heard.
yeah, we can hear you. We
You are
can hear
hearing
you.
me.
Yes, we are hearing you,
Watcher,
Pastor.
am I being heard out there?
Five
Can you
on
hear
five.
me?
Yeah, 5 on 5, sir. Go ahead.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Can you hear me? Thank you so much.
Yes.
So, but before we come to that, I saw it. Yeah, thank you so much. I think Watcher made me know that I'm still live. I saw a video from some young people in the north of La Republic of Cameroon. I don't know whether they're in Garoua or they're in Marua or they're. The video interested me much that I was to play that video and then talk a little bit about it because that video said something. It was calling on La Republic people to make a decision for themselves. And the good thing that was exciting that those young children said for the already made their decision and they are gone. So it is left for them in La Republic to also see what decision they will make to get their country fixed. That video touched me a lot because even in the lips of babes, from the lips, it is testified that we are gone. So the Republic can keep wasting its time there. Even children know that Ambazonia is gone. If the studio is video, let's take it as we begin this show today. Thank you.
Who can change our lives? Us from the north have no lights, no water, no network, no school. We need change now. Ambazonians are gone because they couldn't get good relationship with us Cameroonians because of wicked leaders. We wish our elder brothers can do what Ambazonians are doing in their country.
Cameroon is for Cameroonians and not for some particular people. Neither is it a kingdom.
We need a new Cameroon. We need a new leader who can change our lives. Us from the north have no lights, no water, no network, no school. We need change now. Ambazonians are gone because they couldn't get good relationship with us Cameroonians because of wicked leaders. We wish
It's on point. Let me see if my mic is on.
Wow.
If we ask
Thank
you
you
the question,
such studio for that video. Madhurati, your take on that video because I was hearing half. My internet is still like a problem here. I was hearing half. Madhurati, your take on that video.
No, you are really on point. From the mouth of babes, the truth is spoken. If you hear them, they said that Ambazonia is gone because of bad relationship. They didn't say that it was because of bad laws. So this goes to, especially to Chiroma's promises of saying that we'll go back to federation. There are certain things that you can legislate, and there are as others you cannot legislate. You can legislate human behavior, but you cannot legislate some human intention. You cannot legislate it. You cannot legislate prejudice. You cannot legislate hatred. If somebody hates somebody, there is nothing the law can do to legislate.
I'm gonna connect.
So the failure of the federation, I mean, the first federation was prescribed by the United Nations, supervised by the United Nations. It did not work. Why didn't it work? It wasn't because of behavior. It was because of something that the inherent attitude of human beings, wickedness. They could not legislate it. There is nowhere in the in the book of law that says you must love this person, or that says that you must keep to your promises. There is no law to legislate that. So these children, they are really on point. I hope that the people that they are sending the message to, they hit to them. Out of the mouth of babes comes the truth. Ambazonia is gone. Over to you, Pastor Victor. Good to see you, Comrade Paul. Welcome.
Thank you, Mado.
I will pick it
Over
up
to
from
you,
here. It seems
Pastor.
Pastor. Yeah. I think Pastor
Pastor.
is frozen. I will pick it up from here, this side, before he regulate things that way. So my broken phone as when I come, the question where Pastor be given for that video we will get them, although I think it be AI generated, but we understand which way they inside. For that video, it talk exactly which way they face them. Sadly, we get a president for that nation where it spend more of the time for Switzerland, for Intercontinental Hotel or for Hotel Four Seasons. Probably within 4 years, it spent probably close to 2.5 years for abroad, for inside hotel, with the family or he alone, drinking, everything inside the hotel. So if you want to Mbia, for that country, Mbia is a brand. What I call and say Mbia is a brand. Mbia is a rigging brand. If you talk about a brand, Mbia now shameless man and a genocider where it concern me as I know about that side, how it come. So if you want something and a shameless regime where they that side, all thief, crooks. So if you want any good thing where it come, everybody is tired for that their own country. If you get the language for that picking them, if that picking them be frustrated because since they born someone, even born a papa or a grandpapa, you don't see only one president when I'm there. 43 years, not be 43 days in power. So those kids are frustrated. Sorry.
Thank you, War Child.
Yeah.
Comrade
Thank you.
Paul,
Let
you're
me
welcome
finish
to
my
the
talk.
program.
Yes,
Thank
let me
you,
finish my talk, then you get it. Let me finish my talk, Scott. I know you send it to Paul. Let me finish my talk. So, sorry about that. Sadly, for inside this side, these guys do not get no root, no water. I mean, the hope say even the president will claim say be president even for Ambazonia. He would not visit even villages, he would not visit towns, he would not visit anything. But for the past 30 years, even more, I know Mbia never visit no side. He never even visit the own towns, he never visit the village, he don't know if there is road, he don't know if there is potable water, because he own water, they go carry a ride for Paris, bring them for Yaoundé. How can you be in a country where your own water, they go fishing for Paris come? You don't get road, you don't get nothing. This picking them, they see not only ancestors where them grow. So they get every right for talk say, they don't know where them be. In a matter of fact, the Peking do not even know their identity. They don't know where them belong. And don't know where even they head. That's the point where they're inside. Thank you, Pastor. I'll give them back for you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I really apologize for the hitches I'm having here with my network. But Comrade Paul, it's good to have you on the show. I don't know if you saw that video, those children crying from the north that Amazonia is gone and that they need to stand up for their destiny. They need a new leader and that they are sick and tired. So I don't know if video, please, your comments, please.
Yeah, thank you, Pastor Victor. Greetings, fellow Amazonians. Greetings, Watch I. It's been long. Just what Watch I said is an AI generated video with much sensitization. It is calling on the consciences of the people up north to replicate what Amazonia has done. Uh, they have a point. But it is not because of Amazonia that they will divide their country. They will divide their country because they will think it's the right thing to do. Because from all indication, Mr. Paul Biya being Kondo will still have another 7 years. And if quick and serious action is not taken by them, citizens of La Republic, they will still have 7 more years of the same punishment that they have been living for the past years. So I think from the children, it's a credible call and it's a credible cry from these kids. So from my end, like I've been making videos in English and in French, appealing to the citizens of French Cameroon that Yaoundé is the target. They need at least 5 million people to take over Yaoundé, at least minimum 5 million to take over Yaoundé and then kick that regime out. So I think it's a really credible call from those children. They are like, if you look at the situation in North, like I always say, Mr. Paul Biya, since after the April 6 school 1984, he has created a system of divide and rule. And who are the instrument that he uses for this divide and rule? He creates something called the elite class. These are the elites of this, the elites of this. He has used these particular elites to divide the people. Look, for example, the Speaker of the House. He has been there for more than 20 years. More than 20 to 30 years. He has been there. Go to his own village, they don't even have schools. Go to his own village, they don't have drinking water. But he has been the speaker. Kabayiga has been the speaker for more than. So his own project money, what does he do? He uses it only to campaign for Mr. Paul Biya. Why he leaves the people in misery? Because that is the strategy of Mr. Paul Biya, to leave Cameroonians in poverty. Because in poverty, you become a beggar. When they bring their 2 loaves of bread and their sardine, you grab and you vote for them. So that is just the whole concept. Dividing the people, subjecting them to abject poverty. So I think it's a legitimate cry from these children, calling on the consciences of the masses. And there's one important thing, acknowledging the fact that Amazonia is gone. Thank you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you so much, Comrade Paul. Thank you so much. Dearly beloved, fellow Amazonians, here on the program, The Awareness, to educate our people in the Southern Cameroons about the possible eventuality of the Republic and how you should react. And so we started with that video that this children, whether it's AI generated, but I think somebody put that on AI to generate that because it's a message from the children about what they are going through. You saw the background was a school that is with grass. It was a grass school where they are in and stuff like that. And so what we are trying to let our people know is that even before these elections, we had a lot of prophecies and different men of God say from different parts of the world that what La Republic is doing to us, what will come to them will become more, that Amazonia will become a safe ground. And so we, our people, please, don't go and be on arm's way when whatever is happening in the Republic happens, because it doesn't concern you. And Paul, thank you for your program yesterday. You made it very clear to our people. But before we even dive deep into that, I don't know if our studio can play all that video where Chiroma came and were making those promises. And we are not against the promises, but we are trying to educate our people that we have not lost 65,000 of our people plus and counting. We didn't lose 800 villages burned down. We didn't lose how many hospitals burned down. The Bamenda market burned down. We didn't lose Baby Mata and Mama Happy and the rest for somebody to come and give us quick promises. And I know the one that really carries too much weight is when he says he will release our brothers who are in jail. Studio, if you have that video, let's get it now because I'm almost already.
Which is my house, which is my home.
Issa Chiroma Bakari, why at the Bamenda City Chemist roundabout, the heart of the city, apologized for refusing that there was an Anglophone problem.
In my capacity when I was the Minister of Communication, the spokesperson of the government, I made some few declarations which hurt the mind of people. I seized this opportunity once again to say that when you are in this capacity, you do not speak your mind. You convey a message of the government. Today, once again, I say I apologize. If people felt injured, I apologize.
The presidential candidate promised to liberate all political prisoners and to end the crisis in the northwest and southwest regions within a short period of time through a sincere dialogue.
A broken nation can never develop. A country without peace cannot develop. Let us not deceive or lie ourselves. There is something wrong in this nation. Northwest and Southwest are two regions that deserve the nation to focus the mind in order to find the solution. I have to be able to bring this ugly, unacceptable war to an end in very short period of time. All activists, protagonists of this, I will organize a roundtable to bring together, including those who are today in jail. I will liberate them, and through amnesty, I will give them the opportunity to sit around the table, each of them speaking out their mind.
According to Issa Chiroma Bakari, a federal system is the best for Cameroon.
You have many countries in the world who are thriving through this form of government. I will bring together experts, constitutionalists, politicians to focus the mind on it in order to find the solution.
Issa Chiroma Bakari promised to have a government with more youths.
As far as the economy is concerned, you, the youth, you have to be the maker of your nation. Today you are sidelined, you are almost marginalized. It is completely wrong. Without you, no hope to make our nation greater than it used to be. I will bring all the youth of this nation together, and you will be the maker of our nation. We have to write a new chapter.
On their part, supporters of Issa Chiroma Bakari in Bamenda have promised to massively come out on October 12th and vote for the yellow ballot.
I support my own candidate, Issa Chiroma. We are going to with my family.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Fellow Amazonians, greetings to you all on this program, The Awareness. Now, we played this video because we want to actually say a few precautionary measures to our people. Amazonians have not lost 65,000 of their people and counting for some federation. Ambazonia have not lost or lost for just a release of our brothers from jail, as much as that is very important. And they, in fact, to start supposed to even be in jail in the first place. They were illegally adopted from Nigeria. And so when the time comes, they will not only be released, but they'll be paid reparations for any damages that they have suffered in that jail. Neither are we suffering like this or have suffered yet for some federation. I don't know, maybe I'm not putting it right. What is your opinion on this, Dorothy? Let me begin with you. Hearing the promises that Issa Chiroma is making to our people.
Thank you. Thank you, Pastor Victor. When I watched the video, what came to my mind is that Issa Chiroma is ignorant of the root cause of the problem in Cameroon. The conflict between Ambazonia and La République. He does not know the root cause. Well, he said that he was speaking as a spokesperson for the government. There is something as resignation. If the government is standing on a position that you are against, you can resign. You say, then for me to make a statement that is going to cost a lot of lives, I'd rather resign. He could have done that. And as I said earlier, we can legislate behavior, but there are certain things you cannot legislate somebody's mind. You cannot legislate keeping promises. You cannot legislate that. Issa Chiroma said he would go back to federation. Does he know why the first federation failed? He does not know. He is on a campaign trail. He's making promises, just typical of politicians. They make promises, but when it comes to to implementing, it's a different ball game. He is not going to be a dictator. He is not going to make La République, in their mind, love Ambazonia. He cannot do anything about that. La République, they despise Ambazonians. There is no law that he can do to reverse that. He should know that United Nations prescribed federation and La République ignored it, changed the federation into assimilation. They did nothing about it. Then is he who is going to come and hold La République? So I just see this as a campaign talk. It's all campaign talk. Ambazonians don't buy it. Don't buy it. And let me bring this to Ambazonians' attention. We all know that our struggle is God ordained. You refuse to sing the national anthem when Chiroma asked you to sing the national anthem because you didn't believe that it was you. It did not identify you. So you have your own anthem. And there is a line in your own anthem that says, "Praise the Lord our Savior who granted us the freedom." Freedom that is granted by ours is not in a federation. It's not in confederation. The freedom from the Lord our Savior is pure freedom, deeply rooted in truth. Anything outside the freedom based on truth, federation, confederation, they are all based on lies, on falsehood. So Ambazonians, do not be moved. Stay focused. Stay focused. You have said it in your anthem. You have identified yourself to it. So don't waver. Federation and confederation are not based on truth. They are all falsehood. Over to you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you so much, Dorothy. Thank you so much, Dorothy. Dearly beloved Ambazonians, we have heard the promises that are being made by Mr. Issa Chiroma in Bamenda, releasing our brothers from jail, federation, and yet still asking and restricting that he will be based only, it will be minus our minerals under the soil. These promises are geared towards if you win the election. What is your take on these promises? Are these promises that Ambazonia on the street and start and be happy that Chiroma has promised to? Does this make any difference? Does a green snake and a black snake, they are all snakes, right? What what I tell we are
Thank you. Hey, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. Ma broke up continuously so that our people will understand what I mean, because awareness is to make people know and less more be educated for a certain point. Since when a devil become an option among other devils? Chiruma became an option because there was no other person. That's why Chiruma is just in a short while it becomes an option because the people were tired. You see, they don't tire of that same devil where they don't see him for 43 years. Because this same man said there was no problem. This same man said there was no killing. This same man said he condemned us completely. So if you look up from the promises we make, yeah, I will grant amnesty for those in prison. Anyway, when you sign amnesty, if you be a president, don't forget it's conditional. If that word "if" is conditional, so that word say if you do me this thing, if you go carry me water, you come, I go buy you pop. If I want come, you sweep house, I go provide this for you. So that word na if where it use them. If I become president, anyway, that would not my concern. Now he be the only choice for them because if you put devil inside other devils, some devil used to be good devil as I fit talk. Say Chiruma now the best way they fit get them because no other option not be there. Everything be spoiled. If you see the whole delegation where they be get there, now Joshua Ose na bad one also. He take na 1 billion as a talk. He get them plenty. Now Keremu na the one where they go impersonate themselves, say they represent us. God punish them. They go na backward. No one no come on road. So if Cheruma come for inside this side for the people where meet them, if you hear them tell you say, we feel welcome you, but you know if you sing that national anthem for inside Bamenda. That's what the people said. You will not sing it here, but we can welcome you. They welcome you, you don't come. It was an open day for everybody. So but you not be feel sing the national anthem because they not be get anything. So any promises we get them at the by Ma Dorothy, what wait, they were all campaign promises. It don't mean anything for a politician because I will do everything for win your vote. Every year, now a picture from Biabi stand. Who from Bia on side for election? Who Bia become Bamenda? Not only a picture come Bamenda. A picture was there. A picture was there in Southwest. A picture even for their own zone for the French side. If you go Marwa. If you go any Gandere, be a picture be waka go other side. Even places where it be mistake for go there, a picture be don't go the things. So that one be don't represent Bia. So they talk and say is conditional. If you do this thing, we'll do this thing. But now good idea. I welcome me because he talk about federation. Now we come to the terms of federation. Which federation is he talking about? Now federation because he want to make La Republique federation or he talk include Ambazonia and Sena federation. We get to understand. He talk the federation for use other countries when they do federation. He go use them for the 8 provinces where they get them. He go waka. But using in Ambazonia, I don't think it's a better option because we don't come out. We don't come out before he come. And Nais said no, so we don't come out because Nais said the call we press them inside that place. So as he did, he understand we are not still with them. So anything where he talk for cut them short, now say if I repeat myself, Chiruma mean good now for himself and his people. Now time for free their own people because we too would like to get better neighbors. They get a lot of resources. So they feel concentrate for themselves. They manage their resources. They manage anything they want. Let Ambazonians concentrate for Ambazonia. The first federation, who's I be go? What will happen with the other federation? What they talk about federation? So we don't pass that option for federation. If we don't wrong pass things. Yeah, come report. I salute you plenty. Happy for see you. I remember that the last time I be see you for program. You don't tell.
Thank you, Watchai. Thank you, Watchai. The promises are conditional. They can be met, they cannot be met. And we are not going to trust any green snake over the black one or any over yellow snake or water snake. All then are snake them. and all that they stink, and when they stink, the poison are poison. So with the one, watch I don't make now around the address with now now I come to tell now I go now you don't generate about my spirit here. So I don't address phone now I talk. Okay, thank you so much. Come on, Paul. What I want to ask you is this: does this really matter? I know people's minds are very gullible, Amazonians, because God has given us a soft heart, sympathetic heart. Now, when he start talking about this issue of releasing our prisoners of conscience, we are so we are cut to our heart that wow, we have somebody that can release our people and stuff like that. But are people going to remain in jail forever? No. What do you tell the people of Amazonia? Is this something to celebrate about, or to tell Amazonians stand still on your and hold there? You have a nation declared by, in fact, until you have your nation, I'll come back to the other part of the question. Paul, please, what do you tell them?
Right? Is it? I don't know which scenario to present. It's like they give a child a gift. For example, they give a monetary gift to a child, and that child is angry, or that child is hungry. You take that money, you buy something, and you want to please that child with. You have not done anything. Talking about releasing our prisoners is not something new. It is a right, because they are there. First of all, they are there illegally. So removing them is correcting a mistake that the genocidal government of Yaoundé did to our people. That is the first thing. Their presence in that jail is an illegal act. The Abuja High Court ordered the Buhari government to redress, to rewrite the wrongs that they did to our leaders. It means abducting them from Abuja to Yaoundé. The Abuja High Court has told Buhari's government in his second term that you need to bring back these people and compensate them. But since Africa is more of a jungle than a continent under having regards for democratic values, having regards for legality, up to today it has not been done. So Issa Chiroma coming to want to cajole, want to win over, want to soften, we tell you no. And I want Amazonians to know that after regime change in Yaoundé, they will still come and they will face us. Everybody is talking now, let's go, Issa Chiroma, I want this. And I ask them one question: what about the boys in the bushes? What do we do with them after Issa Chiroma take over power? So you want to tell me that for these 8 years, let us be frank and sincere, for these 8 years that our people have been dying, they have been dying for regime change, they have been dying for federation. So you think when Issa Chiroma takes over La République, our boys will put the voices in the bushes, they will put their materials on the ground and say, okay, Issa Chiroma has taken over. Let us. No, I don't think we reason that. Prior to his election, there was a complete lockdown of our territory for 3 weeks, telling you that whatever happens that way does not concern us. Let Issa Chiroma promise whatever he wants to promise. That is his business. That is his business. It doesn't concern. That is why I am telling our people, I've been making messages back and forth. If you are in La République as a refugee, please, when people are going out, you stay indoors, because this matter does not concern you. For the past 8 years that our people have been dying, None of them ever took to the street. There is no single region in La Republic that ever took to the street with the banners and said, stop that fight. No. Who took to the street? Women. Though at one point there was one woman, I think Maggie Kilo, who will gather women and make a small demonstration. Sometimes I think even in Boya and in Bamenda. It has never happened in Yaoundé. It has never happened in Garua. It has never happened in Bafoussam or in Eboloa. So whatever promises is making, these are not promises. Let Ambazonians understand this. These are not promises. These are our rights that you are promising us. How can you say you are bringing us back to federation? First of all, there was an agreement between the two Cameroons came together that it will be the form of government, the form of state will be federal system. It means two federal system. In 1972, you abolished it to become United Republic of Cameroon. That is one. And then you make a promise that you will go back to where? It is what was first agreed in the first place. So don't come like you want to give us something new. It is not something new. There's something new that you have to promise us as a president in La Republic is that, okay, we will come to a negotiate. I will come to a negotiating table with you people. That is the new promise that he is supposed to make, and not to tell us that he will go back to federation. We have gone past federation. When he talks about releasing our prison, like I illustrated before, they are there illegally. So it's something new that he wants to offer, he wants to give us. Nothing new. It's just the same. It is just like I quoted before that a child is crying. You took money that was given to him as gift to buy something to cajole him, to make him stop crying. You have not done anything. It will not pay you because this money is not your money. It is not coming from your pocket. It is the child's money. So they are using what is ours, what is rightfully ours, to promise us as a gift. Come on, man, is that not an insult? How can you want to promise federation when the term of our coming together was based on federation, and you are promising us that you will give us federation? And if you see, he did not even stipulate the type of federation he's talking about. It could be a 10-state federation, thus wanting to divide us again. Because I want to bet you, La Republic citizens, they will not agree on a 10-state federation. They will never agree to a 10-state. Yaoundé will not agree. Because if Yaoundé agree 10-state federation, it will not be well with them. It will not be well with them. If we say, let Yaoundé, it's like they have made themselves like a parasite. That they drink and they drain other regions. So if you tell them tomorrow that they should be on their own, they will fight you inside of Yaoundé. So I don't think there's any promise that he's making. He's merely wanting to give us what is rightfully ours. The only promise that Issa Chiruma was supposed to make was, yes, I will come to the negotiating table, let us negotiate and see how we are going to stop the war. That would have even been pleasing. It would have been it will even make sense to us that is a promise. But coming to give us what is rightfully ours does not make any sense. Thank you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you, Comrade Paul. Thank you so much. To be candid, this one was not even amongst the questions I thought to ask you. That's why I did not have time to send this video to the studio or this result. But for so long, I think we saw some results come out from the northern zone of Ambazonia, saying that Paul Biya, in fact, I have it in front of me, let me just read it. Paul Biya they voted for Paul Biya 21,000 in Momo, and said for Chiroma, in Mezan 15,000 and 6,000 for Chiroma. In Menchu 5,000 and 1,000 for Chiruma. In Dongamantu 29,000 and 4,000 for Chiruma. In Bui 13,000 and 320 for Chiruma. In Boyo 6,700 for Chiruma. Now, this is sickly to hear. Now, I brought this because I want us to tell the people of Amazonia and the people of the world that before these elections, Amazonia was locked down. And the election week made almost 1 month. There was no elections in Amazonia. Now, we came up here on the program that we were debating how some said let's allow elections. Maybe through that they're going to be able to remove Pobia and everything. Now, this is when we did not even allow elections. Is it when if we allow elections, it would have been worse. The figure would have been more inflicted. So what are we trying to tell our Amazonian people? Whether we said there was election in Amazonia and allowed them to come there or not, they are good in stealing. They are good in fraudulent figures. So look at a country that was shut down. The whole nation of Amazonia was shut down for 1 month. To the election, there was no movement all over Amazonia. Where did they vote? Can they show us a line? Even in Mesa, we saw in a center that 3 centers were brought to 1. There were not up to 30 people in that video. Now the same Mesa voted 15,000. Where did they get this? These are fabricated figures from La République du Cameroon. Fabricated figures from La République du Cameroon, and say they had election in Amazonia. So that international hearing observers were on the ground. And they were going to be publishing their own result very soon. I don't know your take about this, Maduroti. What can you tell our people? Because some of them are saying, oh, this is like this because we didn't allow election to take place in Amazonia. If election took place, they would have not been able to rig the vote. Can that be true? That if we allow election, they would have not been able to rig the vote? Maduroti, your take on this?
My take it, to the best of my knowledge, I know that Amazonians did not participate in the elections. So I don't care what figures they sent out there. We did not participate in the elections. So whatever thing they're doing, whatever results comes out there, it is up to them. Who doesn't know that Cameroon is corrupt? Who doesn't know? Who doesn't know that they rig elections every year? There is no way anybody in their normal senses will vote for a 92-year-old person for another 7 years. There's no way any rational person will do that. It's nothing strange. That's typical La République. And this should instead make us angry and more determined to get out from there. We need to get out from there. Over to you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you so much, Maduroti. Watch I, from the way I saw you analyze the lockdowns, do you think any election took place in Amazonia? These not fraudulent figures from the Grand Katika, who is good in frauding figures to please themselves.
This is what I want to say. Ma talk this me here. I will give the brand, Sembiana brand of rigging. Therefore, for rig, for thief, it be number 1. It be number 1 for thief. Number 1 for do stupid things them. He never win no election since the one for 1992 Mbia no win. The one for 18 since na automatic election for 2018 Mbia no win. He never win no one for 1 day when Mbia don't win. So no hope say he win any election. Who be there for outside? Who be come out? You don't see that police station. How many people they come out as inside Ambazonia? Ambazonians were not out. Those guys were then come out. That's a small figure for military and military people, their family where they come out. Example, ma show you. I tell you example. So one place they were 49 people then come out for can vote, but they're surprised to get 159 ballot papers. Now even they ask the people say, now 49 people get a total where they can vote for this center. For everybody where come here at 49. How you pass to when I get 159 people? Just to tell you people how the rigging, they are on another class of rigging. All that thing they tabulate them for paper, they just write them. Election will be first talk say it not get any sense for do for La République because when the opposition they accept for go election, did they change the electoral system? They not be change them. Did they change the Constitutional Council? They elect them, everything, did they change it? Now the same old fathom, the same old system where they don't use them. So why are they crying foul? If you don't say they go still thief, will not be straightening these things them. Year in, year out, all the years you guys are going election, for all this number of years when I don't be there, since from the 90s today, when they complain, say the rig, but when I still do the same thing. Anyway, I appreciate population for that side, this side, because they came out, they stand for, say, more Siwu than Tibam. You see, even the one for Victoria where they stand, even the one for which corner where they stand for Ambassador, they be mistake go vote there. The people catch how they rig. But as the people catch them, so they still can't catch these people. Go put them for prison. So why then catch them where they want to show their rigging or why they show their tricks? You see, there is only one way to free yourself. Their president, down Pombia, they say, he who want peace should be ready for war. It comes out from their mouth. Say, he who want peace should be ready for war. And that's the point. Say, anybody inside there, inside La Republic, want peace, we're ready for war. Inside Ambazonia, there was nothing. There was shut down. There was just a couple of people, pocket of people. When they come out outside, if you count them, the grains of corn drove down for some particular spot them. Few foul and can't gather for pick them. That's what I can describe it. So there was nothing even in Ambazonia. So that one when I talk, how many people then vote inside Ambazonia? You say people. At the year you call village, say 5,000 people. You call 9,000 people. How many people then there inside that village where you don't kill them all? You guys have killed these people all in these villages. When I don't raise war, 65,000 Ambazonians don't die. Inside these villages, then they empty. Then how come you come here? Where you get that gut from? For can't say 5,000 people voted in these villages. But if I tell 9,000 in Batipo, this side. Where you come up from outside? After you've killed the people in that village, after you send them out, then at one point you just come say 5,000 vote for this village, 3,000 vote for this boy. Racks. This CPDM will not be racks. Will not be dirty. They got no shame. Nothing inside our own score. Say after killing all the people, when they still count, they say they come out for vote. They will vote for which reason? Some correction there I want to make before I go. Comrade Paul be talk about Maggie Kilo, say be one of the people where they become outside for can match with banner. No, Maggie Kilo be come under the banner of yellow scarf. There was a certain under the banner of yellow scarf. Maggie Kilo never ever stand for any Ambazonia. He stand na pro regime. The yellow scarf women now some LGA na female group where it be under the pro La Republic group where Maggie Kilo they be control. Even with some members for this Ambazonian government where they there for diaspora, they be there inside. They there inside that group. They be stand the NGO where they be even want to go present themselves for Switzerland when that negotiation be they take place with the Swiss HD. They will go back for go see the Swiss HD for negotiate. So for that one, now so small correction one do a day. Maggie Kilo na part of La Republic. It was a La Republic agent. It be the march against this revolution. It be the stand up march against the Ambazonian resistance fighters. It was standing against Ghost Town. It was standing against anything where it concerns Southern Cameroon. Maggie Kilo is a pro-La Republic agent. We will know that one. Pro-La Republic agent. He never do anything in a beneficiary of this revolution, or for the Ambazonian picking them, or for the Ambazonian mothers, or for the dying 65,000 Ambazonians. He never work anything inside the side. So these all kind of red flags. Those are bunch of red flags inside Ambazonia. There is nothing where if you come up for La Republic, where you expect for La Republic. People who never even fix road. People who never even give water for people for drink. People who never. Oh, yeah. There is nothing that can come out from them. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, Commander. Watch that. Thank you. God, Paul,
you know, sir, are you?
We know that there are no elections took place in Amazonia. But, you know, one of the things I saw with those elections, I just said to myself, well, it could be that, as the Bible says, all things work together for good to them that love God and are called a purpose. Maybe the election where they say come out northern zone will be what will trigger Chiroma to rise up to his people or to fight for his stolen vote and bring chaos in their part of the world. If that be the case, no problem. So you are fraud and you think that this is John Frundi, or you think that this is Kamto. This is not Kamto, this is not Frundi. You are dealing with somebody else that has a different mind. We'll leave the rest until that day. We are talking about that fraudulent results, Congo Paul.
Pastor Victor, why do we? This is like, I don't know. It's like recycling. It's like recycling garbage. It's like recycling garbage. It's like you take this plastic container, you recycle it. There have never been any credible election in the whole of Mr. Paul Biya's regime, even from when he took over, when power was handed to him. There have never been any credible. Even when he was alone, he never had 100%. He always had 98, 97. So there have always been a 3% that will say no. Until when multipartyism was introduced and everybody saw the fraud mechanism that Mr. Biya put in place from 1992 to today, just like what Watchai is asking. What has changed in the electoral system?
Nothing.
Mr. Issa Chiruma is just a product of what is biting him today. Because 7 years ago, what he did to Maurice Kamto is being done to him today. So it's just like the head of a snake biting the tail of a snake. He did the same thing to Maurice Kamto. He knew that he had to escape Yaoundé on the last day and went to the north, because by now, as we are talking, he would have been in.
On house arrest in Yaoundé.
Yes. So now, coming to Amazonia, 7 years ago, they took all the councils, they took all the senatorial seats, they took all the regional seats. Who voted for them? Before we start talking now, 7 years ago, when there was, it was shooting, there was noise everywhere. Ballots were passing, boxes were passing. Our voices were doing the real work. They took all the council. Who voted for them then? That you will say they are voting for them today. Right. If we declare, just like what you, if we declare lockdown and they had 29,000 in Dogamantu, then just imagine if we had not declared lockdown. It means right. They would have had at least 50,000.
Right.
And now, what was this lockdown? It was for the international community to see how fraud. It is a trap. This lockdown was more of a trap, and right. they have head and foot and toe side, because the international community, it's a social media age. Okay, show us video of the thousands of people lining up in Dogamantu to go and vote. Show us these videos.
Right.
Go to show us the video of these people lining up, just like it happened in Chang, it happened in Douala, it happened in Gaundere. We saw people going to vote. We saw police station. We saw that crowd. So can you show us videos in these places that you claim that you won? How can you come to Batibo with Momo is empty and you are having 20 plus 1,000? Where are these? Where are the ghosts? So it's just to tell you, you know that, by the way, you know that La Republique is the only country in the world that declares result 2 weeks after election. It's the only country in the world, because a rigging mechanism. How many? What is the population? Excluding Amazonia is 22 million. Excluding 8 million Amazonia is 22 million. Now you take 2 weeks to prepare and read. Issa Chiruma, you knew all this before going into. You did not call for a change in the process. So you will have to respect the process. And so there is only one solution now in La Republic. Take to the street, bring down Yaoundé and Port Yahoo, please. That is all. But for what happened in Ambazonia, and then I want to also raise another point. Those who are claiming that, yes, it's because there was lockdown in Ambazonia, that is why he won. The result in the south of his own that he won there, is it because there was lockdown?
No.
In the south, he took all those places. Is it because there was lockdown? The fraud mechanism put in place, let me tell you, that CPDM regime will put ghosts to vote. There are dead people in that in the list that their electoral list. If, for example, if there are 500 people on those electoral lists, at least 250 are dead. So they take advantage of this. They hardly revise the list. They take advantage of this.
Just tick it.
And the people they are rigging. So Ambazonia has made it clear to the world that La Republic has done what? Has rigged and has committed mass fraud on the head of dead people. Not even those who are alive. So I think there's nothing, there's nothing to knock our brain on.
Okay, thank you, Colonel Paul. Another thing we want to warn Ambazonians is that no matter the outcome of their elections on the 23rd, please, I think I watched Colonel Paul's program yesterday, he emphasized this so well. The studio have a video, I think, of a guy who only made a statement. I think what they said, the guy was a policeman who made a statement that Kamto has won, or that what Kamto did. What I saw, that Chiruma was congratulating Chiruma. Then if you see the guy's eye, if the studio have that video, let's play it now and see what happened there.
Brothers and sisters, I beg Papa, and be very careful. Be very careful. I don't know what will happen now for any time. Yesterday, I just used some word. Say Chiruma don't win election. But I don't know that way Jama me don't time me carry and go. Beat with them, beat me. Papa, now God saved me yesterday. Look at my eye that I want to see. See, that boy them beat me. Now God move me for the hand. That boy them touch me. That boy them touch me. They left me there for 4:30 in the morning time. And now I come up my house. People go home all day. I beg, and I be very careful, I beg. I don't fall victim. I don't want my brother and sister them for the very victim. I beg. And I be very careful. I sit down somewhere. The salon now. And I take care. Bye for now. Them box me. Man picking them touch me. Them never turn from my skin or honey. I try all in no way. 10 people for you and pa levam.
Oh Lord. You know, the truth is that
Pastor, their brother that you die, you didn't laugh. When we talk to men, don't come outside. We tell them say no come outside, no go vote because your vote are not. You don't go for go die. Now you die, you don't go buy names for your.
well.
There's no need going outside. You see,
You got a whole man lamenting. A whole man lamenting just for making, and they'll say their country have freedom of speech. Somebody just made a comment when they were not. Now this is what we are telling our people. They don't walk now with the gendarmerie clothes. They walk now in civilian attires with guns on them. Don't go out to say anything about the elections. You are not part of La Republic of Cameroon, Ambazonians. Please. All these empty promises by Kamto are not a reason for why you should, whether by Chiruma, I don't know why I keep. All these empty promises by Chiruma is not a reason why you should go out there to risk your life. You have heard what that brother said. It was God that spared his life. We would have been saying like that, maybe they would have carried by a corpse. The promises that they are making, please, Amazonians, let me tell you one thing. We love promises, but the reason why Amazonia don't believe in all of these promises is because where is the promise for a federation with them that was made in the FUBAN whatever conference? Where is the promise we're going to be two states of equal status? Where is it? Now, you know why those promises, they will defy them easily? Because there was no third party to enforce those promises, so that whoever defaults them will be held accountable or will be penalized. That is why we are telling you, we are looking forward to the real deal, where there will be a third party on the table, either Britain or America or United Nations, so that any promise they make, they will be written down, and the violation has a consequence. So please, don't be moved by these Camptos empty promises. Then you go out there to risk your life. Adorochi, what can you say to our people? Let them not fall victim like what this guy has fallen the victim of. Please.
Yes, thank you, Pastor Victor. What I can tell our people is that we have gone. We are not part of La Republique. We are not. Don't be cheering for one candidate or the other. They are not your candidates. They are not your presidential candidates. Okay, look at, he was attacked by a mob of Francophones. And then Chiroma tells me that he can come and make us live together. There are certain things that you cannot legislate. The law could not stop those guys from beating him up. So let us be realistic. Let us be realistic. The United Nations, they have to decolonize us, complete the decolonization process. It is not fair that among all the colonies, only Ambazonia is still not decolonized. That is what we should be looking at. They prescribe federation. Ahidjo said yes. Promise that yes, he will go through with it. But then they backtracked, changed federation to assimilation, and the United Nations did not say anything. So it is their responsibility to make sure that good enough a thing. They have a lot of cry in the United Nations for reform. We will see the case of Southern Cameroon will be a test for them to see if they are serious about reforms, because that is the first case that they should show good faith if they are really interested in reforming. Ambazonia's case should be number one on the table for them to show that they are really serious. That they are serious. To me, this thing with us and La Republique is a case of a bully bullying a kid in school. They just need to stop the bully. The United Nations, America, the superpowers, they should tell La Republique to just pack out of Ambazonia and leave. Where we negotiate, were we one country? This is a bully that forced himself on a victim, on a vulnerable victim.
That's the narrative. In fact, that's the narrative we are passing out there. It doesn't even need any negotiations. Watch out. You saw that man being beaten mercilessly. What do you think will happen to Amazonia if they go out there to go and say they are supporting Chiroma? They will kill now.
Yeah. Let me come back. You understand? They treat us differently. If it was an Ambazonia, they beat them. For North or for Douala, for Yaoundé, since this thing happened. If you show me one person where they don't beat them or they don't shoot them, I see for Yaoundé where they even shoot somebody, they shoot, I think they wound in hand. But for Ambazonia, they will use live bullet. They will kill. See the quantity of people don't kill them for we. The number of people don't beat them for we. The arrests also take place for Limbe. Chiroma is support away there for Victoria. They took catch them before they liberate them. So do what they do for one people. They celebrate for North all over, even for La Republique, but they don't torture these guys as a torture way. So when it comes in 10, those guys who are still there, they just say, we'll be part of them. Chiroma, they can't promise you. We will never be part of La Republique. You be Ambazonian, they be crayfish. They take quite different. Look, I don't tell my people, say, if you take cat and Pussy put her inside one mukuta back. You lock him up, even hang him for air for 1 year. They give the water through pipe, the drink. You move him, cat go remain cat, pussy go remain pussy. Or the rabbit go remain rabbit. The ear no go long. Ambazonia is Ambazonia. La Republique na La Republique. The way where they go treat you, it they quite different. They treat their citizens. That beating, they knew. Will be send news so this guy they say, no come outside. Una no go for vote because una vote will be nonsense. Today, you see their vote be nonsense because they declare them La Republique win. Of course, now they win because they know how to rig them. Una not understand the right way they for war. Now, that one I just beat the genesis. I invite my brother. I not say my brother, but if you cross go La Republique now, so go for Yaoundé, go fight for your vote. Because if not, so they will win your man. I not say a man Chiruma, but go defend the vote for Yaoundé. Because stay only for Bamenda, they will beat you. Maybe for Yaoundé, go better say they not will beat you. That's it. Anything where concern La Republique, let them for La Republique make a fight. Look, no so is no longer in that game. The time don't pass will be the fight, the die for La Republique. If I made them know how to carry their cross, because we don't carry our own cross. Now like this, you know what I say? The job is done. That job is done. We don't pass 8 years for ginger La Republique citizens to come out follow their own goal. If for the 8 years who they inside war, they don't know how to come out follow their own goal. They hope now for we will not come to fight for them. Because before they say, le Bamenda a dit que quoi? Bamenda a dit que quoi? Parce que c'est eux qui luttent pour nous. Ils say Bamenda a dit que quoi? That's what they say. Bamenda don't talk so it. But what if Bamenda don't decide? Bamenda no dede o. Southwest no dede. Now their game, let them go. Atanji. Asalo.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. For my Paul, I think if there's anybody that has warned people vehemently, it's you, not to go out. What can you add looking at the video of this guy with a swollen eye? Because made a comment that Chiruma don't win election. And he said, Gendarme landed on him like bees. He disappeared until the winner beat him mercilessly. What can you advise again? We are dragging the ears of our people because we don't want them to fall victim of these beatings. Paul, please.
Yeah, look at that video with a pinch of salt. There are two things that I see in that video as a mind of the politician and the mind of a defense strategist. Now I look at that video, one, like a desperate attempt by La République du Cameroon to show people the danger of going out. It's like it's a stage video. It's like La République organized with that man that let's make this video and let it go viral so that it will create panic amongst people. People should not go out. That is for La République. It's not only for Amazonians. It's also a message to La République citizens. But see what happened to that man, it can happen to you. Don't go out. Don't even talk about it. Because that video, it has gone viral. Every blog is carrying that same video. Now, one, it's a probability that La République wants to use that to create panic. But there is another thing that is going on. Or then the second fact, it could be, it really happened. And then which comes back to the point that we have been begging our people. Because if you see, they say he talked about Ita Chiruma and then they carried him. It's not English style, it's not English Frenchman style. If they catch an Englishman for a crime, they don't just beat you and release you like that. They don't. So there's something fishy about that particular video. They don't just beat you and release you like that. They treat you like what we always say. They will treat your fuck up. They will treat you and they will carry you far. So when you are released, in a case like that, it's like they want to use it to frighten people. It's not a genuine, for me, it's not a genuine case. Because if it were a genuine case, you'll be talking instead. You'll be talking somewhere in Yaoundé. You not even have that opportunity to come and sit on your bed and make a video that they came and they beat me and they fed on my body. It is rare to see them La Republic treating us like that when it comes to, just like what Warchild just said. In Chang, the party house, I think the Elekam office, I think even I think they invaded the rector's house. We did not hear a single gunshot in all the videos. Not one single shot did we hear. That was a violent demonstration. A violent demonstration that saw the burning down of properties in Chad. No one single. In Chad, people have been making videos and talking about Isa Chiruma is our president. There is another video of a man in Yaoundé challenging Atanganji in French, telling Atanganji that this is where he is. He gave his location that Isa Chiruma has won. Isa Chiruma is the president. We have not seen a video of him. They have beaten him until he comes and make it. We have not seen that. In Douala, there was serious demonstration too. In Nord, one gendarme, I think two military were killed. There was one lady there. Their cars, I think two was bombed down. No one single shot and no one arrest. The only arrests in Bafoussam were those who invaded the residence of the rector. I think some few of them were arrested, and then in Douala some were arrested. But we have not heard a single bullet. We have not heard a single shot. Had it been, it was in Ambazonia. In 2016, we came out peacefully. In 2017, we came out peacefully with peace plans. So, this video that is circulating, I still continue to educate, to tell Ambazonians who are refugees in our republic that at the moment there is a systematic disappearance of people. Look at those videos where people were demonstrating, that the demonstration in Douala, in Khan. They watch these videos, they see active forces, people who were really active. At night, they just disappear you. They come, they get your location, they disappear you. So there is a lot of active disappearance in the scene. So many of those people who are talking, who the Republic can identify, they will just disappear you silently. So that is what is happening at the moment. And then they will infiltrate most of groups that people have created to mobilize people. So you should be careful. If you are an Ambazonia and you are added in a group for mobilization, please exit that WhatsApp forum, exit that Telegram group. If you are added in groups like that, please, because they want to hear your mind. And the moment they hear your mind, they locate you, you are gone. So please, you people are refugees in that country. You have no right to participate in whatever they are doing. Let them do it for themselves.
Thank you.
They are using all type of means to create that panic. The Amazonians, you will always be the scapegoat. So please don't be, because that is what we want.
Thank you, Comrade Paul. We have our last two videos to watch, and we have 20 minutes in our hands to deal with. So please, if we make our comment, let's make them briefly so that we can see those last two videos. The next video is a crying baby. But before a video for us to talk about it, I was made to understand that because there was a debate. I had a program that was going on where they were challenging how does Icha Chiroma get his own results, that from what source does he have his own results. And as we are also hearing that he's planning to publish his own results. And
he has already started publishing.
Okay, that he has already started publishing. And so somebody answered that question and said there were, before the elections, there have been a hidden international body in the ground that brought devices that they gave to most people that were at the police stations to tally in the results as they were receiving them, so that they could cut away the risk of fraud. And so that Issa Chiroma's results are those that the people send into that device, and this international community people that were secretly on the ground in La République du Cameroon monitoring these elections have those results, and those are the results that they are going to be publishing. And so what we are saying this is because we don't want to fall victim of going to be saying something anyhow, because there were international observers that send devices. These devices that they send are like apps that were on people's phones. And so when they got results at every police station, when they counted, they sent them in immediately. And of recent, to carry out results, I think the last country they used there was Malawi that had an election, I think 2-3 weeks ago. And they gave the rightful result until the Malawian incumbent was defeated. And so these are the same devices. But we are saying this to say to our people, it's a way to really do La République, that there are dictatorship, that there have been rigged elections. And so please, our people, be aware of these things and know that all the results that Chiroma publishing, we are not proclaiming him winner or whatever, but we are saying that his results are coming from those devices that don't have at all police stations, and they tally those results immediately. All these fake results we are getting from Northern Zone, there were nothing like that there. And so that's why you don't hear nothing from that. But let's get to our last topic, or what I second to the last video. The video of Mbela Moki crying in their parliament. I laughed at that video because I thought this man was educated. You go and sit, you are crying to a man that cannot help himself. He said, come on, let's fight and take our country back. You people don't support it. Yeah, you go to cry in their parliament. People cannot go to India. See, if you have that video, let's play it, let's analyze it before the time. Thank you.
Not safe, because people will say we have gone and voted what? People will ask those questions. Even a motorbike cannot go to a Kondo Titi. Let us be frank. We cannot be pretending here. We should call a spade a spade. People have resorted to going by sea to Indian division. Mr. President, I understand you, but give me some time to cry to you. Translate the cry of Cameroonians to you. This is what I'm saying. It is appalling. It is bad. The situation is bad. Other speakers have mentioned areas I don't want to mention. But look at, you cannot travel from economic capital to the national capital. You cannot travel to Kribi, which is to sell Cameroon, the future of our nation. Mr. Minister, we saw you signing a document saying that there will be a road from Bikoko to West Coast Idi now. The people of the west, of the southwest, are used to what you are trying to do. A contract was signed to plant a bitumen plant in Limbe. Till date, it is not there. A cement factory, it is not there. The Limbe seaport, all Tico airport, is this, tell us, is this another deception? Mr. President, no.
Oh my God. Thank you, studio. Is this not laughable? That as Mbelamuki that you would think when we say let's to have a free homeland, and you know the history very well, Mbelamuki. Yeah, you go to cry, Mr. President. Please stop mocking the people of Amazonia. What a shame! You go to cry to a president of the president of what? That their parliament that does not even have control over his own next breath. Is he your God? Look at how you people and disgrace us. Instead of you to cry to God to take these people away from our land, this is a slave mentality that Mbelamuki is exhibiting. You don't want to stand with the truth, and you are the master that know you are a slave, that is being a slave. You will remain a slave if you continue to remain culture. I don't know about you, but man, I think about Mbelamuki's cry to a wrong person. It pissed me off, man.
Those are the traitors, so-called elites. Why are they crying? They are the elites who refuse that there is a problem. They are the elites who think that we are not fit. We don't deserve a nation of our own, even though we were that our independence was voted for by the United Nations. Why is he crying? It's just like when Dion Gute said that they are going to remodel Sonora, and then after 2 months, everything was moved to Kribi. He was so embarrassed.
Next week, yeah.
He was so embarrassed that the next time we only heard of another project, they said they are going to do something in Sonora in 24 months. They called it 24 something. This is
and
a
he
joke.
went to lay the foundation stone.
This is a joke, especially Southwest. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't know.
Thank you, Madoroti, for our time.
It's unbelievable.
Let me watch our view on that before we do the last video. Watch I have point.
That's let me see if my mic is on. That's a crying baby. That's a crying baby. You see, he's crying for milk. After they don't look, John, the one they call Celine Dion, John Gute was Ibide Boya. The people for Dian, they come to you. They come to you for Boya, better Jan. Why you don't go off for Dian? No route, nothing. The people come into for carry die body for 1.8 go point B. Not terrible. Your person is sick on an emergency, any emergency, you just forget about it. There is no route, there is nothing. See somebody, you not believe for yourself. He show how way he be he head then are empty. He not even believe self for himself. But just type of people. You know what? These are the guys are called opportunists. Now they're a vulture, opportunist. If they not be able to govern themselves, they not get confidence in themselves. They believe in only young if you govern them, they go praise their papa. But they don't take some oath. Why you not believe yourself? For be a nation, they not say if this Ambazonia come tomorrow, people like them, they not get position because they're not competitive. They will not deserve any position inside any place. Because what can you get for somebody who is empty? You don't get forgive for the population. You don't get no association, nothing. I love and so, bro.
Thank you for time. Please, we'll see one last video. Yeah, take on this, please, come Paul, before we go to another video.
So people can think that man is crying. It's a political drama. If I have to say, the politician of the year goes to Mbelamuki Charles. That is a political drama now. That man is not crying. He's not making anything. He's just raising a drama for his re-election next year. That one, he's not talking anything. No, and there is no iota of sympathy. He is baptizing, looking forward for his election next year, and so that the people will say, you spoke well in Parliament, or you can really defend us. So, Papa, that's just a drama. We should not even just take that into account.
So.
Yeah, that's a political drama. It's just to create some sympathy in the hearts of some people that Mbelamuki is standing for the people. I think we'll find that doctor. That one is drama.
Thank you so much. Studio, let's hear the one of John Gute, please. The last video, please,
Oh.
of John Gute.
Of 51 degrees of aluminium and 2.4 degrees of silica. Simulations have shown that these reserves could be mined industrially at a rate of approximately 5 million tons of bauxite per year over a period of 20 years.
Imagine this. Billions of tons of bauxite, worth at least $50 billion, quietly resting beneath Cameroon's Adamawa Plateau. That's a treasure chest big enough to double the national economy, erase youth unemployment, and fund schools and hospitals for a whole generation. Yet the headlines here aren't screaming jackpot. They're whispering heist. Why? Because every previous treasure found in Cameroon, uranium, oil, timber, somehow saw its profits end up in Paris, not Yaoundé. So the real question isn't how soon the ore leaves the ground, but whether Cameroonians will ever see a franc of it, or will history's favorite pickpocket simply strike again? Cameroon is on the cusp of becoming the world's next bauxite superpower, yet it still struggles with some of Africa's worst roads, hospitals without basic supplies, and classrooms without chairs. That's the resource curse in neon lights. Immense wealth underground, profound precarity above. Aluminum prices are flirting with 5-year highs, and every smartphone, wind turbine, and Tesla needs this lightweight metal. Whoever controls cheap, high-grade bauxite right now sits at the very top of the industrial food chain. Translation: the fight over Minim Martab isn't just a dusty African story. It's the quiet prelude to how much your next laptop or electric bus will cost. Minim Martab lies 450 kilometers northeast of Yaoundé, near the Central African Republic border. The bauxite ore body is shallow, up to 25 meters thick, and boasts an impressive 51% alumina content with less than 2% silica, numbers that make mining executives practically drool. Canyon Resources, an Australian company trading in London, owns 100% of the concession through its local subsidiary, Camalco. They plan an open-pit mine, a 160 kilometers haul road connecting to the existing Camrail line, then a 900 kilometers rail journey to the deep water port of Douala. First ore is penciled in for early 2026, ramping up to 10 million tons a year by 2032. The project life is at least 20 years. The government gets a free 10% carried interest, plus 12% of gross revenue in royalties, income tax on profits, and a 3% local development levy. On paper, that's north of $2 billion flowing into state coffers annually at full tilt. $2 billion a year could fund Cameroon's entire education and health budget twice over. Yet the IMF still lists Cameroon as a country at high risk of debt distress. How can a nation poised to export more bauxite than Guinea, the current world #1, remain unable to pay teachers on time? The answer, unfortunately, lies in 3 short words: Francafrique, offshore accounts, and CFA franc monetary handcuffs. After gaining independence in 1960, France kept its former colonies on a tight leash. This involved defense agreements, secret service links, and crucially, a clause classifying strategic minerals as military materials. Paris, therefore, retained first right of refusal on uranium, oil, and later bauxite. French companies accessed cheap loans via the French Development Bank, built the railways, owned the ports, and even printed the currency through the CFA franc zone.
All right. Fellow Amazonians, the purpose of that video was to educate our people and to educate French Cameroonians to know that you have your minerals. Stop making it look like without Amazonian minerals you are finished. Before you rejected to vote yes for our independence because you said We could not survive without you. And you wanted us to come and be under you. That's what they lie us in those days. That, Tanzania was too small to be on their own. So they need to be under somebody. Now we want to go. They say, no, if we go, you will collapse. Yes, better collapse, because we know that you have your own minerals. La Republic has its own minerals. That was John Gute revealing to the La Republic nation that you have minerals. Stop hanging on Ambazonian minerals. Stop making it as though if Ambazonian go, you will be a failed state. You are only a failed state today because of corruption. Look at how much bauxite is being released out of Cameroon. How much? I didn't even know Iranium was in Cameroon. I thought Iranium was only a republic. Look at how much. Yeah, you are still poor because of embezzlement. That is the problem you have in La Republic of Cameroon. And we are not going to be part of that nonsense. So please, we are gone, we are gone, we are gone. Ambazonians, we want to let them know we are gone. Madoroti, your take on that video. Thank you.
Thank you, Pastor Victor. Thank you. I very much wanted this video to be shown to counter the myth out there that Ambazonia, without Ambazonia, La Republic cannot survive. It is a lie. You've seen they are headed to be the #1 bauxite superpower in the world. They are going to be having $2 billion a year, more than double their GPA or whatever they call it. So Ambazonians, especially those who say, "Oh no, we cannot leave them. We leave them, they will suffer." They are better than you right now. If there are people who have good conscience, they should be thinking of reparations for Ambazonians for what they've taken from us. They used our own resources, and maybe our own are almost depleted, but now they have fresh, a lot. They should be able to take care of themselves. This is only in the north, only in Adamawa, north of Yaoundé. I know that in the east, there is gold. So La Republique is very, very capable to be on their own. They don't need Ambazonia. They came, they invaded Ambazonia because of resources. Now they have theirs. God is a good God. He gives to everybody. Let greed not make them preserve their own and then come and exhaust us. They should go and see what they can do with a lot of resources that they have that we do not have. We don't have. They have. Federalists are saying that all our brothers of we should be able to give them some, come up with we should be able to give the portion of our resources. Even if we're independent, there should be some agreement like that. These are people who are 10 times more richer than you Ambazonians. Let them leave.
Thank you.
So that we can manage our own small one that we have. This is why I was so interested, particular about this video. Let our Ambazonians, you should see this. Let's just assume that the one that they're drilling offshore, we don't have the capability. But the one that they're coming into our villages to take our gold, take our bugs, why are you allowing them? Why are you allowing them to come right into the villages to come and take our own mineral resources when they have theirs? So this is a wake-up call for civilians and the defenders of the land. Things like rubber, gold, whatever they are coming and mining it, timber, we look for a way to stop them. Look for a way to stop them. Anything that is inland.
Thank you,
because offshore, we don't have that capability. Thank you.
Thank you, Madoroti. Watch out your take on that, because they shouldn't make as though they are dying while they have their own resources.
You see, more talk and say, since this Sonora, this oil come off on Dian, what did that oil don't do for we?
Nothing.
Show me where the oil don't do for we come off on Dian, and they tap them, get them. They enter from their personal account, they go for France. What did that oil from Dian don't do for we? All the resources, timber away from there, they can't cut them. The CDC, which impact it don't play for people their life? Nothing. It like was too rich for a fault onto people that they profit for head, just can't take within them for nothing. The bully weed, they think. Those things will get them, never do we nothing. mention for it, don't go why. See all the industries so we get that from Amazonia. Who said they don't go? They shut the banks down, liquidate the banks, everything, the MTM, everything, money, they carry them, everything. So we look at never get anything for doing for we. But they don't profit behind us. They're supposed to be by their own. I've stayed with them for a long time. So I know they're in and out. Dala Betuana Sang Malema, for go Jum, for go Mitum, Trust Congo, I've been with them. They get resources. But just the few, they also they suffer. Just the few, what you call and say the elite or the elites, that they suffer, that they enjoy all these things, say facilities. It's I say, yeah, on the man, no matter how you enjoy this thing, you don't get road for down. You better put the money inside house, bonum, than say even fix where they stay. Bridges not there, they don't get that head for anything where they there. So now that I've tell now, with the best thing for we to do, now absolute separation. But then there for that side more, they decide. They manage where they get and they chop, they broke their pot. We chop, we preserve our own pot for chop tomorrow. Thank you.
Paul, please your final words and your take on that video.
La Republic is just like sorry, man, Dorothy. La Republic is just like a woman. No matter how much that woman has, money of the husband is sweeter. So whatever is in Amazonia, it's sweeter than whatever they have. That's how they are. That's just mentality. They see Amazonia as their mining ground. Let us drain all that Amazonia has and we preserve ours. The day they want to go empty, they will go dry. So that's just the theory. Okay, for example, they destroyed Sonara. Now they are building their own refinery in Kribi. Because they know that any time from now we are leaving, we are departing. So let's just destroy, let us burn down what we built. They are still struggling to drain cities, even though we have tried in the past 8 years to limit their sucking of our resources. But they are still trying as much as they can to drain before they leave. So no matter what, they want to drain us, then they will leave us. So no matter what they have, they still want something from us. So that's how greedy they are. It's not issue of telling our people that they can live on it. They can manage themselves. They are better off. They have a lot of natural resources in their side. Do you know that the people that comes up only from Yaoundé alone it's like how many percent to the national supply of cocoa in the whole of La Republic? So they have resources too. They have things. So they have destroyed our seaport just like what I was talking. They destroyed deep seaport in Limbe, in Victoria. That of Tico, the one in Tico, no airport, the Bishop Harbour Airport closed down. Tico Airport closed down. So you see the Mention 4 reduced to nothing. The power camp in Moloka, everything they destroyed everything because they know they'll give it up and they want to leave us empty. They want us to always have that dependence on them. They first of all want to make us have dependence on them. That we don't have any big people. They create that of Kribi that we have to manage that, of which we have one. We don't have any airport. We have to go to Douala for international traveling. You see, they make us like slaves that will depend on the money for everything. So that's just their mentality. They don't look at us as equal citizens. They look at us as slaves, and we must depend on them. So when they see us taking arms to defend ourselves in 2018, it was like a shock to them. So fellow Amazonians, we will continue to resist. We will continue to fight. They have made us second-class citizens, but we will tell them that we are equal. We are equal citizens like them. And this aspect will never change. And we will lay down our weapons only on a third-party negotiation settlement. Thank you.
Thank you so much, fellow Amazonians.
No, I have Pastor. Let me Let me have a
You have
final
final
word.
words? Okay. Any of you
Yes, yeah.
will say
I
your
was
final
waiting,
words,
thinking
please?
that you were going to ask for final words.
Yeah, you can take your final words, and radio watcher has. You can also go ahead, but after that, the studio will shut us down because I have an appointment I need to meet. Please, I'm sorry. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yes. Fellow Ambazonians, we have come to the end of another show, another Monday. We know that each time a Monday goes by, we know that we're drawing closer and closer to our goal, which is a total independence. And I want us to remember that as our national anthem said that our independence, our freedom is going to come from the Lord our Savior. God expects us to pray, Ambazonians. In Isaiah 62, he says that do not give yourself rest, neither should you give God rest. Because God has said that he will no longer hand us over to our enemies. That is in the word of God. He will no longer hand us over to our enemies. No longer will foreigners enter our land to take away our natural resources. Let's stand on the word of God. Believe it. Do not allow foreigners come and take away your gold, your timber, your bananas, whatever that God has given you. Do not allow foreigners to. That is the word of God. Stand on it and act on it. It was a pleasure talking to you. It's always a pleasure coming on the show with you, Comrade Paul and Comrade Watcher and Pastor Victor. Ambazonians, it's always a pleasure for me to come and let's talk about Ambazonia issue. Ambazonia must be free. Ambazonia must be free. Over to you, Pastor Victor.
Let me pick it. I think I got a technical issue again. Let me pick it from there so that I will conclude my own side. You see, more talk on this side. You see, it's a good thing. Good thing more get change. Change for La Republic will understand who the ruler side for negotiate with Ambazonia. Because at the moment, if the ruling people and they in charge, they will still the hide. Ngongo or Atanganji or the woman, they will still hide behind Pobia, say he be active or he not be active. The 92 or 93-year-old, they will hide behind it for they do their atrocity inside Ambazonia for pursue their wars. But for this point, if we get somebody where take over, they recognize that person, say is a new leader, he be banned for comfortable. We will need for talk with each other. So if we continue with that war again for spoil a reputation, it will continue for peace level. Because we are still be with the senses, even know say we declare war for we. So Angongo, Atanganji, all that group that you see for profit for the stage war today. So more understand also the game where they inside. But standing with La Republic is no go area. We are out and we are out. I tell you, brother, say the job is done. All these past 8-9 years, we don't ginger the La Republic citizen. I think this time, the time where they'll come outside. I don't think that the way the white clothes fall inside Poto, where the white clothes one go meeting and throw it inside big gutter. They're tired of a motor, the boss, chop no day for chop, light no day, water no day. They are beginning to cry for their ear. So if you know one fight, some music there for John Manang where they sing say, even blind man want sleep, he cover his eyes. So if he push, he go reach for corner water, he go fight because there is no way for go. If you go for valley, he must turn for fight because there is no way to go again. So this is a position for them. We are standing on this side. We see which way they happen for them. And I drink my wine, they wait for them, make them do their own. Thank you, brother. Brother Paul, I think it's over to you. You can take it. I don't think Pastor is there.
Hello. Okay. Okay, so that's it for us. Pastor Victor is not coming back. So, fellow Ambazonians, we've come to the end of the show. It was a pleasure. We've learned a lot of things. Many people did not know that that was how rich La Republic is. They are very rich, very rich. It is not, well, all we care about is ourselves. Ambazonia first. Ambazonia first. So, fellow Ambazonians, we are going to be free, freed by God. God will free us. truth will prevail. Anything outside truth is is waste of time. Federation is not based on truth. Confederation is not based on truth. Let truth prevail. Let truth prevail. The United Nations, they have a chance to prove that they are a credible institution by going behind and correcting their errors. They have to do that. They have to correct their errors. They made an error, they have to correct it. We are waiting on them to correct the error that they made. See you again next Monday by God's grace. Bye.
Come out of it. You have to listen to the Anglophones. There's a problem.
Now, the form of the state.
The form of the state. You know, in our questionnaire to Anglophones, we try to influence the Anglophone opinion, but we did not succeed. Therefore, it shows how deep the problem is.
When you say you tried to influence...
We tried to influence...
How?
Good question. When we said, what form of government do you think can solve this problem? Federation, for example. Decentralization, as we are trying to live it now. I think just about 4 or 5 people reacted out of 1,000. 69% of Anglophones said absolute, the word they used, many used was absolute separation. That is to say, cessation. What? Who was taken aback?
Cessation was not on the questionnaire. You had federalism and decentralization.
Yes.
And they ignored the two.
But then we said, have you any other proposition to make? We left it open. Have you other proposition? But many said in the questionnaire, acting on outside the questionnaire, said we should have proposed also a referendum. They said no, a referendum is not a form of state, form of government.
And when you look at that reaction, what do you read within the lines? What would you conclude is the stand of?
We drew the conclusion. We drew the conclusion because we have a document now. The causes, the propositions of those who reacted to our questionnaire, about 1,000 people, and then our own, what we think. For those who reacted to our questionnaire, 69% are convinced that if we want to love each other, that is to say, if the Anglophones and Francophones want to live as brothers and sisters, absolute separation on the level of government, that is important.
And that is what sounds like a taboo.
Our position is that everything should be put on the table. There should be no taboo. That's our own position. But not that it is our own, not that we are saying that we should absolute separation, but we say whatever the opinion of some, let us listen to him. But
cessation should be on the table of discussion,
yes,
in the national dialogue.
Let them try to convince us. If they convince us, we should take it. if it's convincing. That is why I think personally.
Are you saying that if the people who are standing for secession convincingly present their point of view, President Paul Biya should accept to separate Cameroon?
Of course.
Is it feasible?
It's possible, since it is human. It's not the law of God. We were not that. We were separate. Were we not? We were.
Do you think that separation is going to solve this problem? Personally, do you think that separation can solve this problem?
Of course.